Well, good morning, everyone. Craig, back at you again. 2018 on the Gold Wing, as always, on a beautiful morning in Nashville, Tennessee. Since I have been down here for Wingding 41, I cannot complain whatsoever about the weather. The weather has been absolutely perfect. Right now, I just left out of the hotel on my way to the convention center or the Opryland Resort for the trade show. See if there's anything that I'm interested in down there. So far it's been good. I can't really say too many negatives. This is not my first time going to the trade show. It's actually my second time going down there. The only, I guess if I was going to nitpick, and that's what vlogs are for, let's get real, we nitpick. If I was going to nitpick, I would say the Opryland Resort, I hope I am calling it by the right name. I think it's the Gaylord Opryland Resort. It's a huge venue. Probably one of the largest venues that I've been in. When I was, I took an Uber earlier during the week just to go downtown, and my driver told me that the resort has 5,000 rooms. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but man, I can believe it. The thing is humongous. If there was one drawback, and I don't know if I missed it when I went in, it's difficult to find your way around that place. When I pulled in the first time, I went to, there's a sign saying motorcycle parking, so I'm following the motorcycle parking, and I parked my motorcycle amongst other motorcycles and cars, but then there's no clear-cut directions on where to go, which door to go in, which way do you go. So I just go in a door, and then I go in that door, and again, the place, I can't even describe how big this place is. It's like a mall, but it's like a hotel conference area. It's that big. So when you walk in, I'm trying to find out where in this humongous place the conference is being held. And I don't see any signs anywhere. I just don't. And maybe I missed it. I'll try again this time. I don't want to really blame them if it wasn't their fault. But I didn't see any signs like Wingding 41 this way, or or television monitors that are indicating where it is. The only thing that I had to fall back on was I went on Wingding's website, and they named the conference room, I guess, area that it was going to be in. So I knew that name, so I looked at the sign and I was trying to find, okay, this conference area is this way, let me go this way. But there was no clear-cut directions on where to go. And maybe it's just where I parked, but it seemed like I walked a mile. And I know maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic. It was long. It was a long walk to go through that whole place to find where this convention was being held, where this conference was being held. I mean, up and down escalators, and it was something. Again, is it a bad place? No, I'm just nitpicking. It's a nice place. If I was going to change anything, one of the things I would have done was I would have had I would have had motorcycle only parking in certain lots in the hotel. So when you pull in, they could designate an area, and they probably, the officials of the hotel probably said we can't do this, but I would just designate a certain parking lot as, okay, all Wingding attenders, all motorcycles, you park in this lot. And because if you don't pay attention to where you parked, you'll get absolutely lost. There's multiple parking lots. All these lots have cars and motorcycles in them, so it's not like you can just look at a lot and say, oh, all the motorcycles are parked over there, I must be over there. No, you don't know. You better pay attention where you parked, because when you come out, you'll be looking forever for where you parked your motorcycle. So if I had to make any changes, I would do motorcycle only parking in some of the lots. If you can accomplish that, it makes it a lot easier. And then motorcycle operators, we are friendly. We're parking friendly to each other. It's not the same when you have to park amongst passenger vehicles. You don't want anyone bumping into your bike, knocking it over, or whatever. And it seems like when we're parking motorcycles, we take care of each other. So that was one thing I would say I would make a change to. Also, they charged $10 for parking Okay, I guess. I mean, it's a conference. I'm sure it's not free parking everywhere. I'm just spoiled, you know. I guess here's my thing. I'm not a GWRRA member, so I just pay when I go in. It costs $22 to get into the conference. So you pay $22 to get into the conference, and then you pay $10 to park. So for every day that you go, as a non-member, and I think the members, I just think they still pay $10 a day. You're paying $10 a day, and you're paying $22 to get in. And even the members, I think they're paying $50, you know, for the course of the week. So everyone's paying to get in this place. To me, when you're paying to get into a place and you have to pay to park, you have to take that, as organizers, you have to take all that into consideration. I walk into this conference and I've dropped $32 before I've even visited a vendor. And that would be a concern of mine if I was a vendor. You know, people have spent 30-something bucks before they even have a time, you know, a chance to spend, you know, the 10 bucks I want them to spend on this, or the 15 bucks I want them to spend on that. So I know they've got a dedication. They've already have a dedicated place for next year for Wingding 42. If it's not too late in the stages of planning, if you're going to charge for the event, which you always do, I would try to accommodate people and give them free parking. You know, because it's a multi-day event. It's one thing if you're coming to the event; it's a one-day event. You charge parking for one day, but you want people to come down multiple days, and you want to charge them for parking every day they come down. Try to do something when you get to Missouri so that the parking, you know, people are not paying for that parking. So when I go in today, I'll look around. Maybe I missed the signs, and maybe it'll be a little bit easier to get to when I go down this time to the. Maybe I'll find a better, closer parking lot. I don't know. I just follow the signs. Really some beautiful trike conversions done by California Side Company. Here we have the 2018 DCT trike conversion. $39,995. Indian trike conversion. Very nice. That shuts off the hydraulics. Oh, okay. I'll do it. And then with this one, see that little plug right there. What's the diameter of this?
I have no idea. I don't have that on.
Basically, if you hit your brake, you actually have to be going towards the gauge, but if you hit your brake, right, yeah. So basically, they have that function. Hello everyone, Craig back at you once again at Wingding 41 here with the world famous Memphis Mike. So Mike, great to meet you. You know, you've been a great inspiration for us people on YouTube, for us gold wingers, and appreciate everything you've done for the community. So tell me, I know this is not your first Wingding.
Right.
What have you seen as far as good and bad changes in Wingding? Do you still enjoy the event? Like, what's your take on it?
Well, this is about my third event. Third Wingding I've been to. I think I went to 2015, then I went to Knoxville last year. Did Knoxville last year. The facility here, the Gaylord, is a magnificent facility. Not inexpensive by any means.
Right.
We know that, but it's a great place to stay. Vendor-wise, without being too negative, it seems a little low this year. It's a little low on vendor turnout. There could be multiple reasons for that. Well, I'm sure booth space is a premium here. You know, some people were even talking about how much it costs just to get electricity and everything. So I really came for, I was coming because I wanted to get my lights done on my bike with electrical connection.
They do a great job.
Yeah. And Lewis invited us to come and hang out at his booth. You know, there were 4 of us that coming out 11 o'clock every day. So I've enjoyed it, and honestly, I didn't need anything for the bike. I wanted the lights, but I came because I enjoy meeting people. I've seen people like you on Facebook and YouTube, but you know, you only can until you meet somebody in person.
That's right.
You know, so to me, it's kind of all about. I enjoy meeting the people.
This is it's my first Wingding.
Okay.
And what I've taken from it, I've been to one other, I guess, major rally. I went to American. There's a lot of vendors, so there are less vendors here.
Right.
But the one thing that I really liked about being here is just the community.
Yep.
The first night I met like 3 or 4 people. We went downtown, had dinner. Didn't know these people the day before I got here.
Yep.
But there's a special bond between gold wing owners.
Yep.
You know, and I'm not saying we're better or worse than anybody else.
No, I get it.
But there is a special bond. So I think for me, the event is about being around people, the fellowship, just seeing the other bikes, getting ideas.
Getting
ideas on what to do with your bike. And then everything else, you know, you go home and you have something in mind of what you want to do.
Exactly.
So, listen, I appreciate your time.
Oh, man.
I know you're busy, Mike, and thanks a lot. Thank you for everything you're doing for us.
Yes, sir. Y'all be sure and hit the like button and subscribe to this man's channel right here.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
How does your bike?
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
I'm riding nowhere this year.
Thank you.